right.
We're live!
Bobby.
Billy Bobby!
It's a bear.
It's a bear.
Oh,
Oh shit.
There's a bear.
Yo, what's going on,
I
everyone?
don't speak.
Brought to you by Federal Donuts, the best donuts of Philadelphia.
Are we getting money out of this?
I
Nice.
sure hope so.
Probably
Just
not.
sit there
Are we
and
at
look
least
good.
getting free donuts?
One.
We
should
shall
just
see
start-
next week.
Oh,
Just
one
one
bunch.
between the
donut
four of
hole,
you.
Just a munchkin.
One the PPT.
We should just start making commercials for products that we wanna endorse later on.
Products.
We should just start making commercials now.
Yeah, like the scene in
Commercial.
Wayne's World where
Commercial.
they sell out.
Like a singular donut hole delivery service. I think that
You pay individually.
What?
It's got $1 million for
We got the holes.
There's no way you could make money. We can't get deep into this.
I would
now.
like a singular jelly munchkin donut.
Just
Singular.
one.
I would just like
Just
one tiny
Yeah.
little golf ball sized donut.
You have
Can you
to
please
send it in a
travel
large
5 miles?
box.
The delivery
We
fee
should
alone.
just start making commercials for everyone though. Like that salmon guy. If we just start advertising for salmon, someone will give us money.
Salmon.
Here's your ad right
Salmon?
here.
There
I
must
wanna
be a lot
punch
of money
people
in
that
this.
say
Freshest salmon.
Same thing with snails.
Snails.
Oh wait, guys, we
Yeah.
have a guest on tonight.
Oh yeah.
We do?
He might have run out of air by now. But
Who?
Oh shit.
Julian, go get him from the basement.
Oh, that
Tonight.
little Asian guy from Ocean's 11 that like hides in the canister and he can't like breathe right. Like that's what.
You mean
Oh,
Jackie
hold
Chan?
on. I'll be
Yes.
right back.
We have Jackie Chan on tonight.
Pizza.
Ladies and
toothpaste,
gentlemen.
lampers. Jackie Chan.
Hey!
Ah,
Get out of your cell! Don't make me get the hose.
Oh boy.
All right. Well, hailing
is it
from
Jackie Chan?
my
He's
hometown
coming.
of Wayne, New Jersey, I think he still lives there. Kiefer Celestino will be joining us on the pod tonight.
Yeah, we known Kiefer for a long time.
The muscle hamster.
The Red Scare. Just kidding.
Yeah, Kiefer's another college friend from
I thought he
back
was
in the
from
day. Are we old enough to say back in the day yet?
Asia.
Is that
Yeah,
cool for
man.
us to do now?
No.
Have we reached that threshold in life?
If the Foo Fighters
No,
are
not
classic
at all.
rock, I think.
right.
I mean, we've been around for 25
We're gonna start this
plus
again?
years.
Right, we
Don't
could
do
be
this
back in
again.
the day.
We could
Oh,
we could
there
start
he
talking
is.
about.
Here he
Whoa!
Hey, guys.
Kiefer,
How's
Hey,
everyone?
man.
doing good, man.
Good.
Nice to see
Good,
you.
that's
Chilling.
good. Thank you.
Yeah, nice.
They're a little excited to
Are
see
they,
you.
Putting us in the
love
air.
bugs.
Wow, that's good. I like that. Yeah.
It's a very nice
Oh, look
waterfall
at
you
'em.
have there.
They're so
Very
cute.
interesting. Very interesting.
Kiefer, I just have
Wow.
one question for you tonight, and the
Yes.
way that you answer may determine the fate of this podcast. So
Yes.
don't fuck up, all right?
Don't screw it up.
How many birthdays are there? 365 or billions?
Billions, technically, right? So what
I
happens?
don't
What
agree with
happens
that.
if multiple
Sorry.
people have the same birthday?
You son of a bitch, AJ. Why do you
They
gotta go and
die.
ask this question?
It's one birthday.
It's not
I don't
one.
understand.
So,
Yeah,
Well,
it's one day of birth.
wouldn't you
It's-
be angry if someone was like, "Hey, no, that's my birthday," and you're like, "No, it's my
I shared-
birthday." Like,
I share the
Because
same
both of
birthday
their
with Hitler,
birthdays.
and we're working out just fine.
We're working out just fine.
Me and Wojcik
so then,
share a
if you
birthday.
technically share a birthday and you threw a party, can they come to your party and then just fuck shit up and be like, "It's my birthday. Like, it's my party too."
It's my
No,
birthday.
that's called being a
It's my
dick.
birthday.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between courtesy and recognizing that there's one birthday that you share. You see what I'm saying? Like, it's one birthday party. You could have billions of birthday parties,
The only
like Evan.
the only person I've ever met who shared my exact same birthday date and year was Wojcik. He was one of our fraternity brothers. But does that still? I mean, every year there are birthdays. So is the birthday? I'm just looking at those fucking ladybugs.
Literally.
You're mic'd up. Like it looks like there's a
know.
giant microphone on you.
Yeah, I was just noticing
Yeah.
that. It's perfect.
That's just it's actually a sound recorder so that you can hear the snail munching away on a cucumber. And
I love it.
I wish you guys
ASMR.
could hear that
It's
too,
good.
because it's horrifying. But-
I kind of want to hear.
Does it
I want
sound
to hear
like gurgling?
Kiefer's.
Like mine.
It's just like
Yeah, no thanks. Hard
I like
pass.
to think the ladybugs, like their legs aren't really like coiled up enough, so they're just, there's just like
They're so
squeaking.
tiny.
Oh,
It's like
over
there's
to the
not
left,
much
over to-
movement.
no, back to the right. Back to the right.
dude, guys, did I ever tell you my Bigfoot story?
No.
Saw Bigfoot?
Nope.
Yeah.
Or do you have a Bigfoot?
Where?
No, I'm
North
serious.
Jersey?
No, I was in New York.
Oh, close.
Well, no, I was in like upstate New York. I was coming back from the Rochester area, and when I had driven out there, I driven out during night, so I didn't see any of the hillsides or anything. On the way back, I was like mid-afternoon, and I'm looking at all the nice scenery, and everything's like, oh wow, look at these beautiful rolling hills, some of these like nice lush mountains, and on the hillside, going southbound on like I forget what road, Route 606 or 406 or whatever. I look over at the hill, and there's this huge black figure standing in the middle of the hill. I'm
And
like,
it's a
what?
moose.
I'm like, no fucking way. What the fuck is that? And I look over, and I get a better look at him, and there's like this like Bigfoot-looking figure, right? And it was like this. It must have been 12 feet tall, solid black. But I couldn't see
In
anything.
the middle of
but
the
just
day?
That's
in
racist.
the middle of the afternoon, right on this hillside. I'm looking at this thing for a solid, like, mind you, I'm driving, I'm going like, country road speed, so pretty fast. And so I'm like, just like glancing over, right? And after about like 30, 45 seconds of doing that, I'm like, wait, no, that's a cardboard cutout of Bigfoot. That's a 12-foot cardboard cutout of Bigfoot just sitting in the hillside.
Oh,
I was
dude,
like,
that
holy
must
shit, I
cause
thought
so
I
many
seen
accidents.
Troll.
Yeah, I have no clue, but
We got another one on the
man,
606.
I was this close. I thought I'd seen him. I was this close.
I thought you were gonna say I was eating beef jerky, and
Yeah.
No, it's honest to God, it actually happened.
Damn.
Yeah, so
Sights of
Bigfoot. Yeah, there you go.
Sasquatch.
He's out there.
Wow.
He's out there.
He exists. I mean, I think that there's definitely a possibility that
Do
he's out
you
there somewhere.
think there's one or many?
Many.
I don't
Or
know.
billions.
Or
It's a tall tale.
billions?
It's a tall tale, but like,
How tall, too.
But it's
It's
possible.
fun. I personally enjoy thinking that Bigfoot's out there. I also enjoy that the Loch Ness Monster exists. I think those are
Well,
fun
that
things.
I think is more possible than the Bigfoot.
Really?
Yeah.
if
I
those
think it's-
I think
creatures
so.
ever did exist, and like were able to get through the mass extinction hunt of their kind, like they would have had to adapt to be so good at hiding, so good at like making a quick retreat, so that they're not.
Or they could be at the bottom of the sea
You're-
too, right?
You're talking about in
Because
the
we
ocean.
haven't
Or
really
you're
explored
talking
much of
about
the sea.
any
wilderness.
mythological, not
Okay.
mythological,
And I'm
not
saying-
mythological, but like what's that? What's the word for that? Folklore.
Prehistoric.
yeah, like prehistoric,
It's
like. or-
folklore, yeah.
But I think it'd be easier to do that when you're hiding in the deep, dark depths of the ocean. That's still like the majority of it, undiscovered or charted or however you want to put it, where we have a better idea of what it's like up on ground. You know what I'm saying? I feel like Bigfoot would have a harder time hiding from humanity than some sea monster hiding in the deep, dark depths of the ocean.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Yeah, that's where I
Yeah.
keep my.
What if
Keep my
there
vote.
are undiscovered cave systems in the Earth's crust, like within the first couple miles of crust, that are just huge, expansive places that could be settled inside of the
I
Earth?
think it's possible.
Yeah, like
That is possible.
what's the name of that movie? Iron Sky.
Cave people.
Remember that movie Iron Sky?
I saw that at your house, I think.
Right. I think the sequel to the first one of like, so the first one's like Nazis on the moon attack the Earth.
Yeah, explain the premise of this franchise here.
So Iron Sky is like this like war action film, but it's fantasy dystopia. So apparently there was a colony of Nazis on the moon, and they hid from humanity, regained their strength, and then attacked the Earth again. And that was Iron Sky 1. Iron Sky 2 is they find that the inside of the Earth is hollow, and there are more Nazis on dinosaurs. So like this like whole series of movies.
Nazis and dinosaurs.
What?
Yeah,
That sounds
So
great.
it's Nazis from the moon, it's Nazis from dinosaurs, it's gonna be Nazis with laser beams attached to their freaking heads.
Yeah, Nazi space pirates. Yeah.
Sounds like a bad dream.
Are they ill-tempered?
Like a bad fever dream.
Yeah, so it's a kind of hilarious movie.
this.
It's really well done, well produced.
Okay.
And for a minute, it took me like a couple
You've-
watches to
you've got
realize
me
that it's
intrigued
not
enough.
actually that serious. Yeah, you should check it out. But yeah, Bigfoot, he's real.
But yeah,
He's a cave dweller.
Who knows? Who really cares, right? It's
Who
not
gives a
about
hoot?
finding him. It's just about talking about it.
Yeah.
All right, that killed.
It's like, look, I think we all
then.
said everything there needs to say about Bigfoot.
I'll just stop right now.
So, have you ever thought about the fact that when two people kiss, they create a really long tube from butthole to butthole?
Yeah, I've seen that meme.
yeah. Didn't we talk about that last week? I feel like that was
No, we
brought up
talked
last
about
week.
sunbathing our buttholes.
Oh yeah. And then I thought
That's
we
different.
talked about that too.
What was the formal term for that? It was like something with a P.
Perennium or something.
Perennial
Tanning.
sunning. No, it was sunning.
Sunbathing.
Oh,
This is a thing. This is an actual
Perennium-
practice.
Yes.
Oh yeah,
Oh
like
yes, Kiefer.
pucker and everything.
Oh, Kiefer's
Oh, this
still
is
here.
great.
But it brings me back to my point. Like, who wants a tan butthole? Like, again, wouldn't you want a nice, good-looking butthole? I don't understand that. And
So
who
what would
wants-
generally be the color? Pink? Or what do you like, Evan?
Well, it depends on what color you are.
What's your
first of all.
preference in
I
hue
feel like
of a butthole?
the color brown doesn't really belong around a butthole. Am I wrong?
Ever.
Seems unclean.
Unless you
Yeah.
are in fact brown, you might want to take this out of the fucking podcast. Because then it's normal.
Be
Or is
against
it?
me and my brown butthole.
Well, first off, it stinks.
He's got that.
No shit. Oh.
Oh.
Uh,
That
Yo,
was
so
terrible.
Kiefer, are you still doing any MMA stuff?
Not
Yeah,
really,
Kiefer,
man.
What's been going on? What's been going on in your life? If for anyone who's watching,
Just
Kiefer
tuning
was
in.
always like Kiefer in college at least was always we named him our muscle hamster. He was always
Yes.
jacked beyond belief, very well, very fit, ate well maybe,
Huge.
but always working out. Yeah, exactly. Rock climbing, doing a bunch of crazy stuff.
We
so-
should get that Julian
How
in
you
a dress
doing?
picture up.
I'm sorry, I don't know what you're talking about.
I
But,
remember that picture.
No, I've been good. I mean, the only thing that's been keeping me sane is really just family, friends, and my dog. That daily run with my dog is what really keeps me down. So, other than that, just
It's boring as fuck, dude. Come on.
I know, right? I know. It's what can you do? There's a quarantine outside. I could
Yeah,
give you
sure.
horror stories about the hospitals, but like,
Oh,
No,
shit.
thanks.
What's that about? I want to know some horror stories.
I mean,
Great.
right now
let's pick up from like your dog. Like, what kind of dog do you have?
I got a coonhound, and she's a murderer, guys.
Coonhound.
Yeah.
She's a murderer.
Yes, she's a murderer.
She's murdering actual like raccoons.
Like
or...
there were crows,
she's
like,
murdering right now.
and she was just like they were just swooping down in the yard, and then I'm like, oh, she can't get them, they're flying. The next thing I do is I look out the window, and she's pretending she's a whale in the weeds with the bird in her mouth, and she's just like, "Ah!" like, "Ah, ah." Dude, it was gruesome. And,
Oh my
She's murdering
God.
murders
Yeah.
of crows. That's good.
and then every time
I'm
I
a
tell
murderer.
that story, I told it to my dad, and I was like, I have a macaw, guys. So like, you've all met the macaw, right?
Yeah, Ricky's cool.
So like, I told my dad the story, and the whole time he's like, I was panicking, and I was like, Belle got the bird, and he's like, you let Richie get eaten by the dog, but the whole time he's just like, the bird, and I was like, no, the bird's fine. It's got a broken wing. I put it in the front yard. And he's like, how could you put him outside there? I was like, I'm not bringing the bird inside the house. Every time.
Wow.
That sounds like a really fun dog.
Oh, she's fun.
I would
Thanks
love
for your
to
input, Julian.
borrow your dog for some duck hunting someday. He sounds like a great retriever.
That's true.
Yeah. Let's go hunting sometime. She'd love to get some rabbits for you guys. Definitely.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, dude.
Coonhound.
Yeah.
But if you want to do that, you gotta get her license.
A business license?
Yeah, she needs a license to do business. Yeah.
Could you
I'm
imagine?
certified.
We got
Like,
your
like,
rabbit
hey,
meat. You want the thigh? You want the leg? We got it all.
Starts up in the fall if you want to come out with me.
I mean, yeah, I'm totally down. I don't know how
Right
useful
on.
I'll be.
Well, I mean, you're gonna have to.
I'll probably let Belle do all the work.
You probably have to kill everything by hand. You just gotta kill it with your hands.
Just
Just kill it by the hand.
that is like a thing
Strictly
though.
use knives.
So do you like? Yeah. How do you get the rabbit? Do you catch by hand too? Have you
No,
ever
no,
tried
yes,
catching
yes.
a rabbit by hand?
No, you're not gonna catch a rabbit by hand.
You
You're
can
there in
do
like
it,
a
though.
ghillie suit, like just waiting for like days. Like, I'm gonna get this motherfucker. Like, just
I'm gonna get this
perfectly
rabbit.
still. You're like wearing a diaper, shitting in your pants. Like, I'm gonna get this guy.
Dude, if you sat by like right next to a trap in a ghillie suit with your hands like this, and just was patient enough to wait for it to come all the way up, I still don't think you could catch a goddamn rabbit.
You could.
I don't think you could. I couldn't.
Probably not. No, those things are so quick,
Actually, that's true. They are really
and
tiny.
they cut on a dime too. They just like choo 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 choo.
One of those giant
need
rabbits,
dogs.
though, that like you can buy at a pet store for sure. Some of them are like the size of a
Those
cat.
aren't running away from
Oh, yeah.
anything.
Getting away. So a loose domestic rabbit you could probably capture.
Isn't there like a specific like German breed of rabbit that's huge?
Like the rabbit from Alice in Wonderland?
I wonder how large its poops are, man. They poop those little pellets. Watch it's like just like your
They
whole
don't
hand.
poop. They don't poop pellets. They poop stones.
Stones?
Is that what they
It's
call
like
it?
straight
Make a
up
necklace.
stones.
Granite? Yeah.
Make a necklace.
Polish her off.
Polish
It's a
it.
bunny food.
They're actually diamonds, just nobody's taking the time to
Oh.
polish them.
Guys, I've taken the time to educate myself on the scoop on poop, a San Diego House Rabbit Society study.
What?
What?
I want to see what
What kind of?
What's
Wait,
this
are we
song
talking
about
about
San
rabbit poop
Diego?
still?
the largest rabbit poop is. Still like you could fit 5 or 6 of them on a penny.
The largest?
So that's pretty tiny.
Dude, I don't know
Oh
about
dear
that.
God!
how
Is it a lot more? Like
many Keurigs is it?
How many
your
Keurigs?
rings.
James, I just looked up the German rabbits.
Largest or oh
Yo.
my god.
Some of them can be
Wow.
like 25
Conquer.
pounds.
Alright, you could totally catch that rabbit. What? That
That's
can't
What
be
are they
real.
called?
That's not real.
No, that's gotta be fake.
That's
There's no
not
way.
real.
But that's a great point.
It's
That's
enough
a
internet
huge.
for today.
That is a horse-sized rabbit.
There you go.
Okay,
that's
how
it.
many? I thought AJ would continue on with the battle simulator of just every episode is a battle
Do a
simulator.
battle
Just-
simulator. We should do a battle simulator.
Yeah.
What should we battle?
It's a new animal every week.
What-
So
do
do,
a-
do we
we
have
angle a
choices?
German rabbit?
Oregano
They have,
versus nail
uh,
clippings.
I can't be real either.
They
Wow.
have prehistoric dinos, right?
10 million.
Yeah, they have
oregano.
T-Rexes and
They
stuff.
do.
Yeah, we watched like a 20,000
20.
T-Rexes versus like I don't know
A bunch of
100 million.
chickens, right?
100
chickens.
million. 100
Destroy
million.
them.
Yeah. I'm looking up. They have 500
Yeah.
T-Rex versus 40,000 heavy knights. 5,000 predators.
Heavy Knights?
Heavy knights. 5,000 predators versus 40,000 U.S. soldiers. One Jesus.
Talking about like Predator, like
Yeah,
Predator.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
put
awesome.
that one on, dude, please.
and one Jesus versus 24,000 Satans.
Okay,
I
please.
actually want to see
I'm
that.
down for
I
that.
actually
yeah.
want to see that.
How powerful is Jesus?
One Jesus.
just one.
versus what is
All you
his
need is
attack gonna
just
be?
one
What's the over under for the Jesus attack? Like, what do you think
to
it's gonna be?
sanctify it.
His main attack is forgiveness, and it's negative. It's negative 2
He
hit
just
Just
points
blesses
for him.
them. That's it. Just him going like that. Oh.
Do they evaporate? I don't know what.
They're not mad anymore, and they walk away.
There's strippers underneath.
Walk
away! Walk away!
They're just like, what's the point?
Yo!
He's such a nice guy.
I
have
said
that as a
before,
background, too.
do you
Here
need
he
a
is, the
business
Son of
license?
God.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
220 pounds. Jesus Christ.
You think
Wait, how
Jesus
much
was
does he
that
weigh?
jacked? Imagine he was just ripped. Like, ripped.
He was a carpenter.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they didn't have that much food back then. Well, it's Jesus, so I guess he doesn't need food, but...
Dude, he can turn whatever into food.
What
Well,
if
at
he
least for
could
40
only
days.
Water to wine.
turn water into wine, and that was it? He was just like, oh, fuck, this is the only thing I could do. God damn it. He was just drunk the whole time.
That was his first miracle too. He's like, wow, I just blew
do
it. Like,
anything
this
else?
is it.
No.
The one and only. I only had one wish, and this is what it was.
Wow, he gets. Whoa! What was that?
What did he
Oh,
throw?
Jesus is
What did he throw?
What?
But that was
Some
just the
ball of-
one-on-one.
I wasn't expecting that at all.
We're about to see the battle.
He's an earthbender
It's like
now.
a running drop kick before the drop kick.
It was like an Avengers move. Like drop kicked Satan.
Was it like a Kamehameha? That looked
Wouldn't
like
it
straight
be
up
cooler
DBZ stuff.
to have like 20,000 angels versus 20,000 demons?
Sure, you
That'd
wanna make it?
be kind of cool.
I wish I could.
You can probably download one of these battle simulators offline or online.
So I wonder how they create. Oh my god. Is that 20,000 Satans versus one
Wait,
Jesus?
what the hell was that? No, that's
Wait. What are those?
That's
I
a
don't
bunch
know.
of Jesuses?
Yeah.
Wow.
How many?
Okay, so maybe they fucked up the title, and it's like 1,000 Jesuses versus 24,000 Satans.
24,000 Satans.
Oh wait, it looks like they might be changing it while you're talking.
I don't know.
Imagine if they were all buddy Jesus.
uh,
The Buddy Christ. I still love that movie very, very much.
I just tried to
Yeah,
show
definitely
it to
fun
my
movie.
parents, and it
Really?
failed, yeah. Not interested.
It failed.
Yeah.
Ooh.
We turned it off like a third of the way in.
Damn. All right, there's the
Wow.
Satans. And
That's a lot of red people.
oh wow.
What happened?
He keeps
The
like
apocalypse.
restarting it. He keeps making I think he
Yeah,
keeps making
he's doing different simulations.
Well, let's let it rock, and then we just
Until
kind of
we
check
see
in
one
with
Jesus.
the battle segment.
I think this is to show that, like, the
The-
level of power. So, I'm predicting that Jesus is going to destroy in this battle, and then the final battle is going to be one dude versus a ton of these
Oh my
guys.
god. Oh my god. It's ridiculous. By the way, can I just comment for a second? How dumb we were, like, in the Revolutionary War and shit. And if battle really was like, you guys line up, we'll line up, and then we'll just, like, shoot each other in the open. Like, you know, like, and if you die, you die. And if you don't, you
Hope it
don't.
doesn't hit me.
Nobody was like, all right, we need to bring in some fucking armor. Even Lord of the Rings was like, yeah, we're going to have these big giant armor towers and we're going to hide behind them. No, not back then. Let's just line up 100 yards away and shoot each other.
Oh, they were going hardcore. They were just like, look, let's just Let's cut out all the foreplay, all right? Let's just go battle for battle, musket for musket.
All it would have
Eye
taken
for
was
eye.
one person to think about bringing like cover with them, and they could have dominated like the entire world. Think about that.
So what's happening right now,
The
AJ?
Jesuses are killing.
They're fucking
It's a little,
slaying.
it's a little disruptive. They're just
Burning
kind
through
of
them.
Wow.
Dude.
They're literally
Yeah.
plowing through.
This is worse.
That's worse than the T-Rexes. The T-Rexes
Yeah,
like
that's
took
so
out
funny.
like 10 chickens at a time.
Yeah, they just like mowed
Some
Wow.
of these Jesus are bored. They're like,
Look at all
"Yo,
those bodies.
I
You
feel
wanna
like
go
the
for
Satans
tea?"
aren't even hitting them. They just die right away.
They haven't even committed like a fraction, like 1% of the total army.
I wish they said like Psalms, like every time they cleanse the
my
demon.
God.
Like,
Yeah, it's like, repent! Repent!
turn
Yeah,
the other
so
cheek.
many
Jesus. They look like Paul. They do.
How do you know what Paul looked like?
You see that
No,
sprinting
it was the same
Jesus
back
in the
then.
background?
Like our Paul, like Paul Fasulo. They did the face they gave him.
Jesus
No,
Christ.
that was murder.
Yeah, there's a lot of them, AJ.
Wow.
So yeah, I think 1 versus 20,000 will be fantastic.
How many devils was that?
I think it's 1,000 versus 20,000.
Satan's or
Oh
whatever.
no, maybe he
I
stopped
don't
it.
know. This is the final battle.
The final battle.
So it's the same
The
amount of
last
Satans,
melon.
but with one Jesus.
Oh my
Oh,
God.
shit.
It's gonna take a while, I feel
Were there
like.
any
Or he's just
Jesuses
gonna,
that
like,
died?
I don't know.
What,
They,
do we know if there were any
they
Jesuses
might
that
not have
died?
lost to Jesus.
Wow.
A single Jesus.
There's a country song in there
and
somewhere.
then there's one guy. And then
Jesus,
there's
take the wheel.
one.
Not a single Jesus.
AJ, move to the side a little bit.
I cannot be duplicated. Duplicated.
This is
Duplicated.
He's not even worried. He's like, all right.
And
here
he's
I am."
running. And he runs after them.
That's not Jesus. That's Chuck
Chariots of
Norris.
fire.
Gosh.
Stand strong. I'll take you on.
Oh man.
Whoa.
He is the one.
Yeah.
He is the only.
Oh my
The
god! you just see,
begotten
like,
son of the Father.
Oh, that's so great.
Wow.
It literally looks like the Matrix. It just looks
Oh.
like
Neo the
a
Savior.
bunch of Asians.
He's just
A bunch of
carving
Asians
space
are
through the
attacked.
pile. Is he drawing a dick? What is he doing?
What is going on? He is completely surrounded. I want him to zoom in so we can
He's
see what
going
he's
out
doing.
in style. That's crazy. He's drawing a cross.
Yeah, that's how I like it.
It looks like the pit in one of the last Dillinger shows. When Greg fell in,
Yeah.
and then it was like, everybody back the fuck up. And I show that footage to people all the time because you could see the people fold over after that. And he spins around and shoves the mic into a dude's face
Yeah.
right next to you. Yeah. It's really good. Squirt.
Crazy.
Squirt.
And
brings
Jesus
us-
is
Squirt.
still
brings
alive.
us to the
Wait.
time in the episode where we talk about our sponsor.
Squirt juice?
Squirt. It's in your mouth.
Oh. Wait, so squirt juice, right? Is it pee? Or is it like 50-50, like pee and cum? Or is it just like
I'm going to have to be a
overflow
bystander on
of
this
lady
conversation.
juice?
I have no idea.
Well,
No idea.
have you tasted it?
I have
pretty
not
sure-
tasted it. I'm not gonna taste it.
I think it's just pee.
I don't think, but it's like, it doesn't smell like pee. It doesn't stain like pee.
It's not pee.
Mm.
Could it just be like less concentrated pee? Like very watery
Like maybe
pee?
like mixed pee and cum.
When you say cum, are you talking about ladies'
Yeah,
cum? 'Cause
like-
that's what it is. It's
No,
not
like the
dude
juice.
Is that a
Like,
thing?
you know how women will get like
I
they'll
wouldn't
get
say
wet,
it's cum.
right?
There's no way it's
It's like
cum.
water.
Yeah, it comes.
Yeah.
It doesn't cut.
Come with me.
I've never in all my years
I don't know.
seen a lady do like squirt yellow ever. Because if that happened, I'd be like, nope.
In all my days.
I'm out. Nope. I'm not Bear Grylls. Nope.
Yeah, I just
I can't do this.
I'd remember that. I would remember that. Okay, I feel like everybody would. If you came pee, you as a man, you would be like, "Yo, what? Like what?"
Not doing this.
So a girl's never come in your mouth?
Me?
Yeah.
Not like that. And I'm glad they haven't.
Yeah.
I'm okay on that. The extra being extra
Some people
super
love that
wet.
shit, man.
Cool.
Yeah.
Some people are like, oh yeah.
The
oh.
thingies, I'm okay without getting sprayed.
The
I'm not into the
thingies.
water sports. No golden showers.
But you're,
I,
just what
Well,
we
golden
said,
showers-
it's not golden.
I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want
so
to
there's
find
a
out
difference with that.
if it winds up being golden one day and it's in my mouth.
The first time it happened to me,
It's
I didn't know it
sterile.
was
I mean,
coming.
yeah, it's
I just
sterile
got a
though.
mouthful of it. And
You
it
better tell your
was-
parents not to watch this episode.
It was not- it was
Don't
not
watch
golden and it was
this.
not pee. But I feel like it's not weird for us to think about our cum being in a girl's mouth, right?
But it's for
you-
sure cum.
Yeah, there is a double standard, definitely. If you think about it.
That's a
Look,
good argument.
No, look,
Yeah.
here's the thing, all right? Because this comes up, I listen to Stern, and it comes up on Stern a lot, right? Ronnie, his limo driver, he's like an 80-year-old dude. He's like, yeah, he sounds just like Carl from Aqua Teen. He's like, yeah, I make my wife squirt all the time. I got to pull up a clip later, right? So he always has this argument with Howard. He's like, it's not pee. And Howard's like, yes, it is pee. Like, we've had multiple doctors on here saying it's pee, that it's urine. He's like, it's not pee, dude. He's like, it's not pee, dude. It's white. It's clear. And he's like, it's pee, Ronnie. It's urine. And so, but he's convinced. And there's like constantly this battle in the office about who's on the pee side and who's not. And I'd like to tell myself that it's not pee. But now it's been accepted into my head. And that's all I think about. Not all I think about.
But
No,
I
it's
feel
not.
like-
I still love it.
I feel like, you know, you're talking about double standard. Like, guys know that there's a difference between their pee and their cum. So, like,
Yeah.
what are the girls saying? Like, the girls should be the experts on the whole thing. But the fact that it's still, like, up in the air, no one knows, to me, says a lot. Like, that
I
says...
don't think it
so
is.
it's
I
still a
think-
question.
I'm pretty sure if you Google it, it's pee. I'm gonna Google.
I'm pretty sure it's straight up pee.
Here's what I'm Google.
I'm sure there's pee in
If
it.
a doctor said it's pee, how can it not be pee?
Pee is squirt juice pee. Squirting. Oh, it actually gave me what I needed. The gushing fluid, often seen in adult films,
Surprise.
appears more common than ejaculation. The fluid that's released during squirting is essentially watered down urine. Okay, so we were right.
Oh.
Sometimes with
There
a
you
bit
go.
of ejaculate in it. It comes from the bladder and exists via the urethra as the same as when you pee, only a lot sexier.
So what is that
Right.
ejaculate? I guess is the real question.
The lady
The
lady
lubricant.
juices.
Yeah. What's the lady lube?
When you
That's
get
a good
It's
question.
lube.
What is vagina lube? What makes
Well-
women wet? Now watch this give me like a bunch of like here's how to make your wife happy.
Evan, why is your
How to make
browser
women
history
wet?
so
That
clean
was-
all the time?
All right, hold on. What? How do I phrase this
How are
question?
you almost 30 years old? and
What
now
is
you're-
lady
you're-
juices?
You're learning what this is.
I was just wondering what your history search would be
Yeah.
like.
Lady juice.
Well, well, honestly, I think just next week we just bring on a girl who's comfortable talking about their experiences and let them speak for themselves.
Vaginal lubrication.
From themselves.
Okay, composition. The lubricating fluid can
Composition.
be varying. Oh, wait, here we go. It naturally produces fluid that lubricates a woman's vagina. No shit. Vaginal lubrication is always present in production, increases significantly near ovulation. Vaginal dryness is a condition, blah, 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 without significant lubrication. From vaginal walls, blah, 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 blah. There's straight up pictures of vaginas on here.
Did you say Michael Bublé?
He's
It
an
doesn't say.
integral
Oh.
part to the wedding
He's
process.
an integral part. Yeah, right.
Light some candles, flip on buble, wetness.
That's all part of the composition.
Can I mention that Jesus is still kicking?
Guys, I'll report on
Yeah,
this
dude.
next week, okay?
I think
Brick
this is not
Tamlin
really
will tell
fair.
you. We'll tell you all
Our
about
reporter in the
where the
field,
wetness comes
Evan
from.
Kelly.
I think it's perfectly
73
fair.
degrees and sunny, and the Middle East is getting hit.
I don't have a job, and I hate my. Yeah.
Does
Okay.
it, AJ? Does it give you a
Wow.
live count?
Nope.
Does it give you a live count of the battle?
You're
Like a
asking too
number?
much
Yeah.
for a YouTube video.
Too much.
Well, dude, I'm just asking if the simulator.
Simulator, like,
Does
I'm
it?
looking at it. They don't even give me a readout at the end.
I'm pretty sure.
I think Jesus dies.
I think I know the outcome.
Yeah.
You think?
I don't
So
even
this
see him
one-
anymore.
Where is he? Yeah.
I think this is the end of
What's
the
that
video,
cloud?
actually.
Just one red blob.
He's running out of juice.
Coronavirus. Shit is real.
Coronavirus.
Oh yeah.
I can't not say coronavirus without hearing Cardi B's
I
voice
know,
in my
right?
head.
Oh yeah. Well,
I can't figure this out.
grass is going.
You did good, Jesus.
He died?
Trying your
You
best.
did good.
Oh, yeah, it
I
started
mean, I don't
over.
know. It looks like
Started over.
What is he?
Yeah.
Oh, it's over. Ah.
I'm gonna go back to my
Rest in
snail.
peace, Jesus.
Well, if any ladies want
yeah.
to tell us where their wetness comes from, in all respect, you can let us know, because I'm looking on Wikipedia and it's not making any sense to me.
so. If you're a lady and you're willing to share your experiences and your knowledge, please
Wetness.
come on board. Email us at, I don't know what the email is, billybobbies.
Evan, don't you have
Bobbies.
access to one of these individuals?
Yeah, but I don't think she knows.
Yeah, but
Love you, babe.
trying to figure it out.
Like, I want to know how it's made, where it comes from, what organ makes it, what it's composed of.
Lighter fluid.
A total breakdown.
I
got you.
All right.
It's called arousal
SDS.
fluid. How
Arousal fluid.
is female?
Is it really called the arousal fluid?
Yes.
Bartholin glands are two small pea-sized glands located just inside the vagina. They help lubricate the vagina to prevent excessive dryness. They also produce moisture when a female feels aroused and during sexual activity.
But that defined it with the word. We know the words.
right.
We
So
know the words moisture and lubrication. What is the lubrication? What is the moisture?
The essence
It's
of
just
wetness.
all right. It says that the glands in the cervix and vaginal wall create essential lubrication to protect genital areas from injury or tearing and keep the vagina clean and moist. Depending on where a female is on their hormone cycle, their hormone levels, the fluid could vary. Can happen even if you're not turned on, and it's the Bartholin glands that are responsible for producing lubrication during sexual activity. I'm naming my
Same.
kid Bartholomew.
Bartholomew.
He's gonna be a badass, let me tell you.
His nickname,
do
Vagina.
Call him Bart.
Do you realize that naming rights to those glands come from the guy who the first dude to figure out how they work?
To hit that spot.
He's the OG. He found them glands.
I don't think he was looking for it.
You don't think so?
Watch, it was one of those Nazi doctors
Just
like cutting up
stumbled
women.
upon
Like,
it one
oh,
day.
there you go.
Oh, the inside of the vagina. Look at that.
I've studied
It wasn't like-
intensively.
It wasn't like they were like going through the woods and like it just uncovered some brush and we're like, oh, there it is, right? I think he had his like instincts and she had her
Chopping
instincts.
down.
Both of them
Blazing a
enjoyed
trail.
their instincts.
Well, no, what
Yo,
I mean,
I found
like,
out what the composition is.
what is it?
2 parts
Become-
water, 1
it's-
part urine.
It's mainly composed of water and very small proteins.
Protein.
Mm.
Make you big, strong man.
Yeah.
Drink up. Big
You
strong
must eat
like
pussy
bull.
like your father if you want to be big and
Drink 1
strong.
cup squirt every day.
If you want to grow up to be a
Oh, wow,
big,
there's a scientific
strong comrade.
Big as Boris.
As big as
What
your
I-
father, Boris. In Russia, we only drink pussy juice.
Must wake up early before sun to stimulate clitoris.
It is the national beverage. Drank by the homeless and the rich alike.
Imagine
In
the
Russia, they're all the
consistency of
same.
your mouth every time.
Pussy juice. Good
Just
news.
build up slime.
Pussy juice. We've successfully talked about
Yo.
pussy juice for a while now.
Right, let's talk about this. So I got this stuff.
Hey.
Hey,
Alpha
it's called
Brain.
Alpha Brain.
Was there Adderall in
So,
that?
Yeah.
so do you feel any
No.
different when you take it? No.
So I took it for, I think like 4 or 5 days in a row,
hmm
and whenever I took it, I was very calm. It felt like very like in a way, it was like, you ever see Office Space?
Yeah.
Yes.
When Ron Livingston's character gets hypnotized and then he's like the super cool guy,
Yeah.
right? It kind of felt like that in a way, but
hmm
like your personality doesn't change as drastically, and
So you were still
You're-
uncool.
yeah, pretty much. But you're just very clear-headed and everything's like very calm.
Are
It's
there
pretty cool.
Are there B vitamins in it? Is it?
It's not B3 like
Okay.
niacin,
Yeah.
but they are both in the same family of nootropics,
Mhm.
which is it's like a holistic thing, like I said before. So I think there's a placebo effect involved, just
I
like a little
see.
bit. I'm not sure what the side effects are because you don't really want anything building up too much, right?
Yeah,
You want it to
no.
do
In your
their
brain.
job.
We all know what that feels like.
Yeah. Just moving too fast. You just vibrate.
I don't want to be naked.
Voodoo
I
zombification.
want to be.
Dude, it's hot. I'm ready to strip down.
Yeah, it is hot. It's
Oof.
getting warmer.
Yeah, I like that.
You like that?
You
I'm
like that?
dying.
Hey, AJ, can I ask how long your hair is?
Oh my
This looks-
god.
Dude, wait, are you
Oh
braided
my
right now?
God.
Nice.
Dude, that's crazy.
AJ, you're braided? Did your sister do that?
She did last night.
Oh,
Dude.
jeez, man.
Check this out.
Oh my god.
We
What?
totally
My sister
planned
did
this.
mine
Get
too.
out.
Wow, this is dope. I
Wait,
wasn't
did you
going to
guys really plan
unveil,
that?
but here
No,
I
we
am.
did not.
No.
What?
I've been growing my hair out, and then the other day, my sister's like, I'm like, yo, can you like jokingly? He's like, yo, is my hair long enough for you to braid my hair? She's like, yeah, absolutely. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? And I just started watching The Sopranos. All right, don't get me started on that. So I was watching it, and she was just braiding my hair, doing it for the first time. I was like, this feels like a whole new world. And here I am. I'm not gonna like keep it for long, but the
Haven't
fact that I can
attempted.
do it, like, check that. Yeah, exactly. Like, check that off the list. I was worried though. The past couple days, I've been in like meetings, like video meetings, and I didn't want to post anything on social media or whatever because I feel like someone would just come after me for like cultural appropriation or something like that.
These days,
And I'm just
yeah.
like, guys, it's not about that at all. It is, my hair is long enough, and just Just something to check off the old to-do list. All right.
I don't think anyone's gonna come after you, Julian. You're
Yeah.
Cuban and Puerto Rican, so
Yeah,
Yeah,
that is true.
but,
I think
I'm
you're
still
all right.
culturally pretty white, so
You just sound like this.
I don't think ethnicity
So
can lay
white.
claim to hair braiding. I mean,
Yeah, I don't think so either.
no, I don't think so either.
it's long.
But
enough,
there's
braid
people
it.
out there. That's what
Right
I'm
on.
saying. I'm saying there's people out there that exist that are like, oh my gosh, you can't be doing that because you're culturally appropriating and it's an embarrassment. And it's like, all right, stop right there.
Yeah, that stuff's annoying as fuck.
Hold
You
your
should not talk
horses.
to those kind of people.
Right, yeah.
I don't. I hear about them though, out in the.
In the ethers.
Neither.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like every
Interwebs.
supermarket has one.
Yeah. Or I think it's college campuses have the largest concentrations of them. That's where the populations of them are. Can't do that.
I've
Trendy
never.
Karens. Just making a whole generation of Karens.
Definitely. Karen.
It's kind of
Karen
a
and
nice name. I
Cheryl.
actually like the name. But, you know.
There's going to be a
Joke's a joke, right?
significantly
Irish,
less
so-
number of Karens born into the world for the rest of eternity.
Oh, definitely.
Sorry,
But
but that-
listen, like,
This name's getting phased out, along with Kyle
But-
and
but
Chad
listen,
and
the
Brad.
pendulum always swings. So when we're old
Yeah, it
and
does.
about to like kick the bucket, it's gonna swing right back. Like, you know what's such a beautiful name? Karen. And they're like,
No,
yeah, I
man,
think so
when
too.
we're 90.
There's not enough
It's
of
so
them out
unique.
there.
Nobody has that name.
Yeah, exactly.
we're
Like,
90, we're
the
gonna be like,
pendulum always
"Buddy, we're
swings.
There's gonna be
Karen.
people with PTSD. Karen, no, no.
Yeah. Exactly.
Stay away from my manager.
The prophecy is fulfilled.
Of course, I
A
get
Karen
in
has
here.
been born.
I get in here after 87 years and I'm taken care of by a Karen.
I just feel about I feel bad for the current Karens that aren't actually Karens. Like, who's that girl we went to school with named Karen, NJT? I don't know her last
Yeah, her
name.
name's
oh,
Don't-
Karen.
Karen, yeah.
Yeah, her name's Karen.
Yeah.
Exactly. You remember.
Karen Quackenbush.
Oh no,
Oh,
she
that's
was
a
a
different
Karen.
Karen.
She was in administration.
She was an actual
Karen,
Karen.
but
Yeah, so
man,
she
what
was
a
definitely a
That
Karen.
why?
Quacking
Jeez.
Very
bush.
strong
I'll
woman.
quack your bush.
Oh, quackers.
But currently, I feel bad. I sympathize with anyone who has a name Karen who isn't actually a Karen, but that might just be like a paradox. Like, does there exist a Karen that isn't actually Karen-like? Do you know
Probably.
what I
My
mean? Or are
cousin,
they all
my
I'm
just?
cousin
sure there's a
Karen
bunch
is
of them.
cool as shit. She lives
Yeah,
in a
I
van
got an
out
Aunt
in...
Karen.
See,
who's
I
pretty
don't-
Cool.
I
Down
don't
by the
really
river?
know like any Karens.
Yeah, she
that
lives in
well.
a van down by the river in the Utah wilderness teaching rock climbing. She's mad cool.
Word.
And
That's pretty
Well,
fucking
she's cool.
awesome.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Then I sympathize with those Karens. So if Karen, if your name is Karen, you're watching
Well, that's
this.
why she's not on Facebook.
Sympathy
she's out
for
in the
Karens.
woods.
She doesn't even know what's happened.
There's gonna be a charity that starts for Karens who
For
I don't know what you would call it.
Right, the Karen Relief Program.
Yeah, exactly.
Have you been harmed by people? Is your name Karen?
for
Here's
Karen
your
by
name,
You might
Karen.
be,
That's such a Karen
Yeah.
thing to do.
you might be eligible to see
You're
the
right.
manager.
We need to petition to collect money for us to being abused because our name is Karen.
Then there's the clearly Karen organization that is clearly run by other Karens.
Clearly Karen.
And then there are the like true organizations that, you know, just help the poor, deprived, Karens that are stuck in the cycle. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Can't
Yeah,
get it,
yeah.
can't escape it.
They're gonna be fine. Just don't call yourself Karen.
Yeah. It's
Yep.
your middle name. Come on. Try
Yeah.
it out.
Tito.
There you go. See
I
how
know,
it
I know a bunch
feels.
of people who go
Just
by
walk
the
up
middle
to a stranger and to be like, "You're not Karen anymore. What's your middle name? I'll call you that."
Tito.
Like,
name. Yeah, right. Just to reduce tensions. Reduce tensions.
yeah.
Gertrude? Keep going. Keep going.
Yeah, it's like, you got another name?
You know what?
or
I'll name you.
It's your
How about
sister's middle name.
You look like an Olga.
you have a confirmation name?
You're
Or
like a Stacy to me.
yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
Karen.
Did you guys see and I have no idea if this is based on any kinds of science whatsoever, but I've seen a bunch of articles recently that say that cannabis use has prevented coronavirus in many cases.
Yep. Saw that too.
That
I
that
don't
would
believe
explain
that.
why
Yeah,
I got it.
Was there
I don't
any
believe that at
actual
all.
studies like done, or I didn't read the article?
never got
but
past
I
the
read
headline.
the title. Yeah, me too. Yeah, exactly.
Same.
It doesn't make
It does-
sense.
But
It doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah.
They
could
do
you
help
think
your
of a
immune
way that it
system.
would help?
Yeah, cannabinoids affect your
I mean,
immune
like
system.
it's a respiratory disease, and if you smoke cannabis, you're gonna be, you're gonna have oils and stuff from
That
Yeah,
in
a lot of
cannabinoids
tar.
coating
Right,
the inside
okay.
of your lungs.
But if
Yeah.
all right, so if you're exposed to it, right, and you're also a smoker, and it's on the thing that you're smoking, right? Maybe you, like before all this happened, right? You shared a joint with someone who was asymptomatic, right? But you're not, right? You're just it's an acute respiratory syndrome, right? It's like it's a derivative of SARS. At least that's what they're saying, right?
Yeah.
And so it affects your respiratory system directly, right? That's why one of the major symptoms is pneumonia. Right, so if you're smoking, it just doesn't make any sense. Like,
See, the thing is, it doesn't necessarily have to be smoking. You could eat it.
right? I mean,
You
like
could
there's
stick it up your butt,
alternatives.
like models
There are
do it.
many ways to
like
partake.
Right? Yeah, you can do all that, but I don't think it would.
Yeah, smoking
impact you in
definitely-
a positive way.
definitely no.
Right? Didn't the headline say smoking?
I don't know.
Yeah, smokers are a lot more susceptible to COVID. It just opens up your lungs for a lot more different infections.
But between the five of us, right? We know a lot of stoners, and I'm sure we know people who have gotten COVID. So, have any of your stoner friends gotten COVID?
I first off, that's a very biased sample. that you're
Yeah,
taking
because I
from.
will ask,
I'm trying
like,
to
how many
think.
people do we know who actually had it?
Actually, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure one of my friends did, and he smokes. I'm pretty sure.
Evan, what are you looking at?
I'm reading about the thing we're talking about, so I can report to you from the field.
Would you like to share?
We now go live to field reporter Billy Bobby. Billy,
Thank
what's the
you.
scoop?
I'm up here in the helicopter, guy. And I gotta tell you, it looks bad. It doesn't look good. No. Apparently, it's like kind of back and forth, right? So they're saying like,
He's broken.
Give any article to Evan. He's our new translator. He just sums it up.
So it
And
says
just
that
like, okay, this is what's going down.
it's kind of like a little bit all over the place. I feel like fucking Steve Brule. It's kind of a little bit here and like a little bit there. And it says,
terrific.
like, we know cannabis has medical properties that might harm or help someone trying to avoid or battling SARS-CoV-2. At the end of
Harm, help.
end of federal blah, 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 blah. Can we help? It can't help prevent it, right? It says all the doctors we spoke with agreed that avoiding smoking is a good idea right now. In general, I would suggest less smoking. COVID is respiratory deaths, like you guys were saying. But then it says, furthermore, it appears that cannabinoids dampen the immune system's response to a new infection. Cannabis's immunosuppressive qualities stem from the fact that it reduces inflammation. So these properties are useful in fighting some viruses that exploit inflammation to replicate, but it's not clear whether the research for these immune effects would be helpful to coronavirus. Then
But that's just
What
talking
was-
about.
what was the
So
source?
what? So it said that it wasn't confirmed. Like it's
No.
just okay.
they're just going based off of like the general knowledge, I guess, that they have of what cannabis does to your body, and comparing it with the effects of coronavirus.
So was it like just a regular Joe Schmo at the news reporter station, or like
This is on Leafly, which for weed
Okay.
is it's I don't know if you know about it, but it's like the site that has every strain in the world, and you can look up hundreds of reviews
Mhm.
on the weed. It says
So wait, are they talking about cannabis or smoking cannabis?
they're talking about
Cannabis.
smoking
Not
cannabis.
specifically smoking.
Yeah, they're
The
saying that
articles
they
that I
like
saw were just about cannabis
Cannabis.
in general, using as a treatment or whatever.
they're saying here they don't recommend smoking anything because it still
Right.
hurts
Yeah.
your lungs. But it says here, like for instance, coronavirus can be complicated by conditions like diabetes and obesity, and cannabis is associated with the reduced incidence of both. Cannabis can also help patients reduce the use of alcohol and tobacco and other drugs which can complicate coronavirus. But again, experts caution that doesn't mean if you go out and start smoking cannabis today, you'll have a better chance of surviving coronavirus. It
All right.
says the top things are the ability to bring down inflammation, and there's an overreacted immune system response to COVID-19 called a cytokine storm, and these apparently cause so much inflammation they damage the host's body and lead to death. And they're suggesting that researchers are looking at a class of drugs called IL-6 cytokine inhibitors, and both CBD and THC have been known to be able to inhibit that cytokine thing. So it's like,
Yeah, it's a double-edged sword though, because the way that cannabis reduces inflammation is by weakening the immune system response. Right, so your immune system's gonna go like, oh, that place needs more blood, and then but weed makes you go, maybe I'll do it later. Right, so
right.
I feel like a lot of the time when certain things just pop up, like a new disease or something, like a lot of people just automatically try and assume or just throw at the wall that, hey, maybe cannabis works. And then, like sometimes it just doesn't.
it's different for everyone, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like if you're like eating a cookie or something, like if that's how you're going to get like your CBD and THC, maybe like a 50-50 cookie, like how does that hurt? Because you're not smoking, so you're not causing respiratory damage or injury.
That's true.
Because it says even here, it says cannabis has been shown to antiviral effects, even reducing viral infection with HIV in simian experiments. And then it says cannabis protects cells from low oxygen damage. They reduce oxidative stress, which is a key component of COVID-19 injury to vital organs like the heart and the brain.
Oh, okay. So it could be like if you're already infected, then it's like kind of like why not?
I mean, fuck
But
it,
you're not gonna get more infected, right? It's already
So
there.
it could help
Yeah,
with
it
the
would only
symptoms.
be-
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, it would only be bad if the THC or CBD has a direct connection to like slowing down what your body
Right.
has to do. But like it doesn't
That's
seem
exactly
like
what it does, though.
there's any. Well, then
It suppresses
it's
the
probably
immune
not.
system
Dude.
response.
If a guy told me like, hey, like if this gets worse, you could be unfortunately like gone within the week, I'd be like, yo, load me up on fucking 50-50 cookies, bro. Like, let's go. Let's see what happens.
I would rather die than eat 50 cookies. That would be horrible.
You
Wait,
wouldn't
no,
even
no, no.
realize, man. You'd be out of your mind.
50 THC,
You'd
like
be
50%
asleep.
THC, 50% CBD.
You
Not
probably would be asleep, yeah.
100 cookies.
Oh my god, dude. 100
Fuck
cookies.
that.
You'd be like,
So-
"Ah, turn it off.
oh
You'd
my
go
god, you would
comatose,
explode.
yeah.
I think you would die
That's the
before you
problem.
made
wouldn't.
it, before
You wouldn't
Corona
die,
killed
you
you.
would just have to go through that horrible experience.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
That much THC might shut down your might shut you down. Your brain function.
Have
may
you
Yeah,
cease.
seen
exactly.
people
That's what
doing
happens.
dabs now on YouTube? Dude, they're doing these huge ass globs. Like, they smoke so much more than we've ever have. Like,
Yo, and it's reckless.
But you're not eating
that
it.
is just like shit tons
true.
of money right there.
yeah,
Like they're
it
going
is.
like huge globs of this like
Expensive.
honey like crazy oil. Yo, remember that time Dula passed out at the house?
Oh my god.
Yes.
Yo,
Dula.
oh man,
Dula,
what a
the
guy.
Dula oblongata.
Dula Abangata.
No, mama, the reason why the alligators
Gotta
are ornery
Dula.
because of the mandula oblongata.
Oh man.
Oh,
Well,
Oh,
this seems like a good time to wrap it up.
Shall we?
I think so.
Go into final thoughts. Kiefer, you're our guest.
final thoughts.
We're gonna
Be
start
our
with you.
guest.
Yes.
What are
Well-
your final thoughts from the random topics we've discovered tonight together?
My final thoughts are, squirt juice. It's definitely pee. Definitely pee.
Wow. All right. So one for definitely P right over here. We have one definitely P.
Yeah. You guys enjoy that.
Can't sleep.
I can't sleep.
Nothing's been the same since the accident.
Not since the accident.
Jules?
I don't know. I'm trying to think back. I think I forgot everything already. I don't know. Jesus saves. That's it.
Apparently so.
And he kills
And he
too.
Lots of Satan.
and he murders.
Locked and loaded Jesus.
And shout out to the Braid twins.
I
actually have to do that to scratch my itches.
Yeah, you don't want to scratch
Did
too
it
hard.
hurt?
Not
Did
since
what
the
hurt?
Did
accident.
what hurt when I
When
I
you
fell from heaven? No, it didn't hurt.
Not at all.
Actually, when it got to these little baby hairs on the side, and she's like yanking them, I'm like, Karina, are you serious right now? She's like, what? I gotta get them. And I'm like, okay.
You want it to be tight. You want it to be pretty tight. Tight like a tiger.
I'm taking them out tomorrow though, so.
Well,
but I don't know, man. I'm trying to see what it looks
Do
like.
it.
I have no idea. I've never done
Flaunt it while you got it, bro. So you
So
start to lose it.
yeah.
I gotta know.
So that's
Is it?
Those are my
is
final
it
words.
pee? Is it 50-50? Or is it cum?
Well,
I
here's
know
the
you
thing.
can't weigh in
Based
on it, but from a third-party perspective, what do you
from a
think it is?
third-party perspective, I think the logical answer would be that it's pee.
Wow.
And so, but
2
now
for
listen
pee.
to me. Like there will be
Damn.
a day where I hope that I'm on the same boat with you, where my
Call
hope
your
is that it's
sister.
not pee.
Call your sister.
No, never. So I don't know. But until that day comes, pun intended, I will let you know.
That means you totally did intend to take that fun.
That's a pun intended. Yeah.
So we have 2 for
personally, I'm on Team Squirt.
pee. Oh,
It's
Team
what's for
Squirt.
breakfast. I think,
okay.
He's eaten it too much to turn back now.
I think there needs to be more
I've
tests. I
ingested
think
too
it
much.
could have very healthy properties. I've been told
Yeah,
that
right.
been told that our cum is really good for teeth and facial complexion and all that stuff.
It's a whitener.
Yeah.
He speaks from experience.
Exfoliating.
I didn't know it was bleach,
I
but
love
all
to
right.
hang upside down and come all over my face every night. But
He's
no,
serious.
I think
Yeah.
I was kidding.
It came right from the heart,
Don't
guys.
believe me. I said that too confidently. Right? God damn it. But no, I think you'll also find that there is an enriching follow-up to tasting the squirt pee. Because if you can make a girl come with your mouth,
Wait,
then
you
she's
said
gonna
squirt
be-
pee. Is it cum or squirt pee? You gotta
It's-
take a side.
Well, right,
it's
because there's
very
2
diluted.
questions.
It's everything. It's water,
So,
pee, and squirt.
Is it
It's all of it.
50-50?
I mean,
Pee.
if
It's
it's water,
less
it's
than
coming
one
from your
squirt.
bladder. And if it's coming from your bladder,
So
it's
it's
pee.
50-50. 50-50.
Look, I think
I'm
there's
just
2
saying it's
questions
edible.
here.
I'm not scared.
Right, exactly. The one question is it pee or does it have pee in it at all at any
Apparently it
concentration?
does.
It's coming
And then
through
the-
the same
and then-
tube.
Right. So then, but then the other question is, would that stop you? And how much
Yes.
It hasn't stopped him
concentration
yet.
would
It has
stop
not
you?
stopped him.
It's not coming
I
through the
Yeah,
same tube.
and
It is. It comes through the
Right.
same hole. As
Yeah.
pee.
and I don't know if I
No,
could
no.
Yeah.
if I could deny stopping that. It
Right,
might
but
be
that's-
pee, but like I don't know.
that's not
Never
the
knock it
vagina,
till you
though.
It
try
comes
it.
through the urethra.
Right, that's a separate part.
That's where the pee
The
comes from.
urethra. Yo,
Yeah,
I went.
that's what I'm saying.
I went on
If
a
it's
trip
coming
not
from
the
the
same
urethra, it's coming from the bladder.
Which is from
it's coming
which
from
is
the
part of the
bladder.
vagina.
The urethra,
It's
the
different,
urethra is the
They're two
Is the hole.
separate. They're 2 separate things.
What they're saying is that
Well, now I'm
that
now I'm
pee
doing research,
and the
'cause
lady
I-
cum come from the same tube.
I don't believe it.
Oops. Do they?
Yeah, I read
do.
from you before
Okay.
from Cosmo.
There's only one hole for that. Yeah.
There's only 2 holes over there. If there was a third, well, there is, but not.
A big one and a small one.
And then a really big one. If you got 4, you got something to be
How
worried
big?
about.
Go talk to a doctor.
Are you ready?
This has
Clean
been
up.
Dr.
James?
Evan.
Wait, did you just say there were 3, 4?
A butthole, a vaginal hole, and a
I
urethra.
forgot about buttholes. Yeah.
The only thing
How
you
many
can
were you
only
counting?
Everybody
tan
has
for 50
buttholes.
seconds.
AJ was tragically born without one.
What?
Imagine like that's how you kept track of things by how long you can tan them for.
I don't know, man. My arms are pretty strong. They can take about like a good hour, you know, like.
Yeah, like the shorter
But
the
my
more
ass, that thing's weak as shit.
15 minutes.
Seconds. You're bound to get colon cancer if you present your butthole to the sun for 15 minutes.
What if you like?
Wait, I thought it was 30
what
minutes.
if you presented your
Seconds.
pink, your pink
This is
sock?
seconds?
This is the mix-up. This is why people are getting burned. Seconds. It's never ever seen the sun before.
Of this fake
Thank
news.
God for you guys. I would have been out here for a few
They
minutes.
go into the
God.
hospital.
Yeah, I
Like
can't
Josh
believe you guys get
15
sunburned
seconds.
so easily. That's crazy.
What,
Must
no,
be
wow,
nice.
dude.
what
No,
about
we're
doing
talking
your pink
about what we
sock?
talked about in our last episode, which hasn't been released yet.
Oh, okay.
Perineum sunning.
Huh.
Where people
Fair enough.
are
Perineum, that's
tanning
it.
their butthole by exposing it to direct sunlight.
Specifically, Josh Brolin.
Yeah, I was gonna
mean,
say,
He's
just
kind
look
of
up
the
Josh
poster
Brolin.
child.
Does
Yeah.
it make him feel
He's like
good?
the
Like,
Hitler.
what is the
He did it.
purpose?
He did it way
They're
too
trying to
long.
hit every ounce, every inch.
Every
Oh
inch.
God!
It works
Can
under
you
the same
imagine
principle as
pooping?
boofing. Yeah. Oh my god. Imagine having like a blistered, puckering asshole. Like,
Dude,
oh,
yeah,
worse than
shit's gonna
hemorrhoids.
rupture every single time. Do you know how
Every
much
time
pus
shit.
that like just
Oh,
dribbles out?
guess
Like,
this extra lube, dude. Come on. All right,
Wow, that's
squirt
too
juice.
much.
Pus 50-50 or urine.
Oh,
all that pus.
It's an infection.
James,
so doing some final
Is it
thoughts here.
squirt or is
Yeah,
it an
James.
infection?
What do you think about this conversation?
Yes. Final thoughts, James.
It's pee. It's definitely pee. But as for the rest of the fantastic podcast, I think that battle simulator was fantastic, and I'm going to continue to do the brain supplements. Maybe I need some, but
You're too naked.
so naked. I'm probably gonna get more naked once everyone's gone, and I'm still growing some grass, but it's looking really good. So
What?
He keeps
All
telling
right.
us about
I've
the
been telling-
grass he's growing.
yeah, every week I'm telling you about my grass, and it's getting more and more like a lawn, and I'm getting really proud of it.
It's blooming time. Evan,
Blooming time.
you got the last word.
I'm still debating. Nah, it's 50-50. It's squirt
You
juice.
can't. You can't.
It's
You
just
got on
squirt
AJ's
juice.
case about being 50-50, so
If it's
you can't go
50-50, it's more like 90-10. Like,
I
there's
hope not.
definitely
It's
more
more like-
pee.
nah,
There's
nah.
definitely more pee.
99-1.
Nah,
It's
nah.
mostly water.
You know what? I'm gonna collect a
9
sample.
parts pee.
I will collect a sample and I'll send it into a lab, and we'll find out
And
exactly.
they're gonna be like, why the fuck are you
Lab.
sending piss to my lab?
We didn't ask for this.
Oh my God! Think
This
about it.
jerk watered down pee and sent it to us.
Wait a second. That's how it should be. We should send a female to a drug test and have them squirt into the cup, and then we will
So
know.
how do you... What?
Because if it's
But
too
here's the
watered down,
thing.
they can't use
How are
it.
you gonna
Good
make her
luck.
squirt into the
You
cup?
guys aren't thinking
I'll be there.
like
That's
a
a
woman.
two-part-
A woman's not gonna go to ejaculate in a doctor's office. There's no
No,
sexual
no way.
stimulation there.
Why? They do it in the fucking
standard for the
library.
guy.
They can't do it at the doctor's
Right.
There's
office?
some freaky people out there. There are totally some freaky people out there. They'll be like, ooh, a
You
doctor's
know how many
office.
bitches I see fucking squirting all over a library? You don't think they can go do it in the bathroom of a doctor's
How
office?
many bitches do you see squirting in a library?
I'll send you a playlist on
What the
Pornhub.
hell are you
That's
talking
not
about?
important.
What?
Yeah.
Are you serious? You've never seen these? That's how Kendra Sutherland got big. Oh my god.
Are you talking about amateur type stuff? Like,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, he's talking about making movies. That's not the same thing.
No, what? Of a
She's
girl?
doing it for the
no,
internet.
they're actually like going to the place and like just normal people
Yeah.
like filming themselves in the middle of
There
the
could
library.
be a
It's
girl
ridiculous.
right now, well, not now with coronavirus, but normally right now in the NJIT
Man.
library in the back, in the fucking architecture section, fucking flicking her bean, and you wouldn't even know.
Oh.
Anyway, it's squirt juice, so I'm just going to
Great.
say it's a combination of both. I can't weigh in. I'm out. And of course, Jesus should defeat as many of those Satans as humanly possible. I thought he would win, though. I can't believe
That's
they just cut it
humanly
short.
Possible.
But they
He's
cut
the
it
Son of
short. He
God.
didn't win. 20,000
He didn't
Satans
die.
beat him.
Yeah.
I thought you were Jewish, though.
Yeah, well, you know, Jesus still existed. We're not doubting that. I just don't think
Jesus
he's
is
like
the
a
most famous
magician.
Jew of all time.
It's true.
Him and his
These
he
two.
knew card tricks and fucking playing jacks. No, I'm kidding. I'm sorry for
Parlor
everybody I've
tricks.
offended. If you want to call the Pope, that's
Hey,
okay.
check this out.
Just don't take away my
If you want to
unemployment.
call the Pope, that's okay.
I'm
That's
not- I'm
only
not
for
offended.
Catholics.
Anyway.
We kindly apologize to the Dalai Lama and all of his constituents.
To Buddha. All right, well, I guess it's time to say goodbye.